Hey yo, what's good? Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. How y'all doing? It's a sad day in battle rap today. I know most of you are probably already familiar with what's going on. We lost a good one today, man. We lost someone who was truly an icon in battle rap. Somebody who impacted so many of us in battle rap. It's a rough day. I'm not even going to front. I see so many people on my timeline in pain. Really just trying to understand. Why things happen the way they do, and it's just it sucks. There's no other way to put it. It sucks. Um, like you try to figure it out. Like it was definitely not something you expect to, to see like the first thing you wake up and you see that somebody who is so icon, and I think whether you was close to Pat Stay or just knew of him, you knew his work, right? You knew what he put out there. um Everybody knew him, I guess, obviously for something else, right? Something that impacted them directly. um he had like the most funniest battle in the planet, where he battled in Germany and he was not saying anything because he knew that they couldn't understand him. Like, oh my god, that was probably the most funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. He was like, everybody make some noise if you got HIV, and everybody's like, yeah. It's just the craziest shit ever. To keep it a band, my relationship with Pat Stay was through battle rap strictly. You know what I mean? Like, we weren't like besties or anything, or like we didn't speak every day, but I knew him through battle rap. And obviously, me as a battle rapper, I respect those who are that good. And he was fucking phenomenal. um and it's it's just unfortunate. And my deepest condolences go to his family, his wife and kids. A lot of what he spoke about recently, was his child, his son. And that's the part that is the most, um that's the part that sucks the most, right? You know that there's kids out there that now don't have a father. And I guess this happens every day, right? But when you obviously it hits different when you know the person. You know it just hits different. It makes you think about you know what you can do to be a better person. Or at least that's kind of like what I've been thinking about all day. Kind of like, damn, like, what the hell? It's really just like you hear one day and the next you're not, and Pat was literally on Spaces like hours before, talking about doing what he do. He just dropped a video, a game disc, which was very dope. Dope as shit. I bodied it, like usual. Yeah, man. So, I just hope, everybody who new Pat, or in some shape or form, you know, just show his family some love. Let them know you're there to support. There's a GoFundMe to support uh, his family. If you could contribute to that, please do so. If you guys knew Pat Stay, show him love. Uh, Share the vid, right? Because what's up, right? I looked at his story like the day before yesterday or some shit, and yeah, posted like he wish he had outlets to like promote his music more and stuff, and he was saying he only had his IG to promote his music, so that's definitely what he wanted, right? So show it love, get out, super dope, right? Shit was fire. Um, back like we never left, back like we never left. Um, Still try to give y'all a show. You know what I mean? I know. This is battle rap. Y'all all was affected by it. I know his fans too, man. He got some real devoted fans that I seen a lot of people really hurt over this shit, man. Obviously, so I wanted to bring y'all some love for Pat on here. Um, unfortunately, I never got Pat to have a whole show. We interviewed him on Mio. He had a lot of valid points on there. Um, but he was supposed to come on the show, obviously. And he was really like cool about not making it to the show. So he actually had said it'll be a something good to talk about. He was supposed to come on the show. Obviously something happened and he couldn't make it. And he ain't really have to do shit like that. How many people like cancel shows? Like people supposed to come on here all the time. You know what I mean? And sometimes motherfuckers just don't show up. But Pat, he was a real cool ass dude, and he was just like super sorry that he couldn't make it to the show. He was just like, good guy. You could tell people are just good and genuine off the bat. You know what I mean? And he seemed very genuine to me. So it's unfortunate that this happens. So, and it just seemed pointless too. Along with all the great things we see about Pat, we do also see ignorant stuff. People try to make it about them. It's really not about you. You know what I mean? So, like, I just tell people like, don't tell people how to mourn. Just if you feel like you want to pay respects, then you do that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like a race or like a competition on like who cared more. Like it's weird the shit you end up seeing online. When something like this happens, and I always thought it was weird for people to, I don't know. I can't front. It does make me like angry when stuff like this happens, because it's like, you know, we don't know what, like when something happens, you don't know what happens, and you see people trying to like, I don't know, like on YouTube, it's a bunch of people like just trying to, I don't know, it's weirdo shit, right? We can sum it up to weirdo stuff. So let's just not make it about that. Just make it about, showing love, and respect to somebody who really contributed to rap, battle rap, obviously, right? And I love battle rap, and when somebody has that kind of impact on an iconic person, you look at it and you say, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, this person, I could reach out and touch this person, like, and then you start thinking about shit, like, damn, like, this is not real type shit. You know, at some point you're like, yo, uh, like, is this a joke? Like, is this somebody playing a game, like a joke? Like, it's crazy because somebody hit my DM this morning. That's literally how I found out. And they asked me, is it true that past they died? And my immediate response was no. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And immediately after that, my timeline flooded. So it was shocking to me, because obviously the first thing you think about is, who the hell would want to hurt Pat Stay? Like, that's the first thing you think about. At least that's the first thing I thought about, because this dude is definitely like a cool guy, funny as shit, um, talented as hell. Um, you know, we never battled. No, I saw somebody ask if we ever battled. No, we never battled. That would have been great, but we never battled. But shit, I've seen almost, every battle that I've seen him in. He's been great. Especially those moments when he came over to the URL. I feel like it was like, like, when people think he couldn't really keep up with the URL pace, and he did, So he was super versatile, super universal in battle rap. Like I said, he could battle wherever, and he was good. You know what I'm saying? So it was dope. And I remember we asked him a question about, like, yo, he had like a fur on one time and wearing suits, and we was like, we go to battles wearing hoodies and shit, and you, why you be wearing shit like that? And he said that, in a battle, right, like in a battle, when you go to see somebody battle, like, you can't really point out the star based on what they're wearing, right? Like, let's think, you think about the hottest battle rapper in the event, they're wearing a hoodie, kind of just look regular. So he made it his business to look like the star in the building. Like, oh, you could point it out, like, all right, that guy right there, he's the fucking main event. And I thought that was dope. That stuck with me. I had him on my show for, I featured him. Obviously, if anybody knows that I do fit or miss, right, with the outfits and stuff. So that's kind of how it came about. It was the battle where he battled Arsenal, I believe. And he got a fit, because I thought the outfit was dope. So I saluted him on his outfit, and then I thought that was dope. So that's how we ended up asking him that question. But I thought it was dope. He had a good point. So I'll think about that. My next battles and stuff. Make sure that you could point me out and say, hey, that's the star right there, man. Fucking wear mink fur. Shout out to the buyer. Shout out to the guy. No, it's crazy. I really think he might have got the game battle and smoked him. Smoke him. Because I don't think, I saw Real Deal say all game had to do is be decent. Obviously, Pat was going to smoke his boots. But it would have been a battle that probably would have happened. And yeah, after a song like that, how do you not respond? Because, yeah, I think Game probably would have responded and would have got smoked. I'd have put my money on that. 100%. Would have got super duper smoked, Breezy. It would have been huge. Yeah, I think he would have got smoked. So it would have been nice to see that. Yeah, it definitely been big for the culture for sure. I like I said, I'd have paid to see that for sure. When I saw the video, I was already thinking of the battle. Like, oh shit, that would be a good battle, for sure. Um, Cause I think Game be bugging sometimes. I know he was on Drink Champs, and he had said that he feels like he's better than Eminem, and I don't agree. I'm sorry. I guess Game can rap, but mm, I never saw Game as somebody that was that good. Uh, and maybe I'm just misinformed. But I didn't really like him like that. Like he was in G Unit and everything, and I liked what he contributed to G Unit, but he's clearly wasn't nobody's favorite. I feel like not to be saying that he's better than Eminem. Hell no. But yeah, definitely would have been a good battle. I'd have paid to see that. I think based for the disc record, he said everything that kind of I can see 3 rounds in that verse, right? Probably definitely have to touch on G Unit and how everybody that he fucked with in some shape or form, he even fuck with them no more for some reason. Um, Nasty. Nasty work. Unreasonable Rob probably was one of the funniest skits I ever fucking seen. Yo, mad skits. All his skits was funny. All of them. Um, Him kissing an old granny lady. That was funny. Him doing the was it the East Coast financing? Oh my god. Every promo, look, go to his page. Every promo that he did for East Coast financing was fucking hilarious. Oh my god. You know, um when someone passes that you kind of know, and like every literally probably most of the people that I know knows Pat, right? So it was hard to even get a break today from seeing it, right? So you can't even really take your mind off of it when you try to, because you know it's everywhere. You're just constantly reminded of it. Um, but I was talking to Lizzie, and I was just like, damn, man, it's disgusting how I'm seeing shit like shit that I don't want to see. Like on the news, and Disaster had posted something saying that there was a video going around potentially of someone filming him hurt, stumbling out the club. Why would fucking somebody film that? She reminded me that it happens all the time to everyone. Like, we always see stuff like this. But it just hits different when you know the person. You know what I'm saying? And it's disgusting. So if you guys see anything like that, yo, report it, take it down, don't repost it, don't like it. Like, get it out of here. Like, nobody wants to see that, man. Nobody wants to see that. Like, his wife have to see this shit? Are you dumb? Like, the dumbest shit. Like, it's crazy. Like, if I see some shit happening, I'm not about to record the shit. Like, I just don't understand people. I don't get it. But a lot of shit I was seeing was disgusting. Fucking even the news. It's like, the fuck? It's crazy. So, just teach ourselves to be better people at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If you ever did something like that, or you've seen somebody do some shit like that, like, dub it. Because it don't feel good to see that shit. You know what I mean? yes, he definitely had 2 kids. Sure, he has 2 kids. Uh, and this is something they gotta live with for the rest of their life. So I feel like everything the culture could do, will do, and you know what I will say though is I I always see people giving him props. You know what I mean? Um, like I always see people giving him props. Like, yo, he's a bad motherfucker. He's good. You know what I mean? Even in the video, right? He got clips of, Meth saying it, Joe Buttons, Royce the 5'9", Drake. Like people gave him his flowers, and that's what I like to see. So I'm happy that he did experience that while he was here. People giving him his flowers and his respect for what he did and what he does in the battle rap culture. Cause he definitely made his mark. I think he's iconic in battle rap. I think he's people's idols. You know. So, salute, salute for sure. You know. Um, but yeah. Now that you say that, boss man, saying that Pat should have been on Wildin' Out, I don't know how he wasn't. When you think about it, his skits hilarious. I think he probably would have been really good on that fucking show. That's crazy because I never even thought of that. That's crazy. No, yes, there is a GoFundMe right now. Um, like I said, I'm gonna get a hold of the link and put it in my bio, or if as many people could put it in their bio, I think that would be good, right? The more I see it, the better the results. Last time I seen it, I think it was at like 40K. They're trying to get to 100K, so the faster you get to the GoFundMe, the better. It's legit. I think it is legit. It has to be. I mean, a lot of people have been promoting it because I did see credible people posting it, if that makes sense. So people that were close to him, I saw posting it. So all I can say is I didn't have a reason to think that it was fraudy. Um, but if it is, then that sucks because they got a motherfucker. They got me. um, but no, I don't think so. But I'll do my due diligence to make sure um, it's legit. But people go to jail for shit like that. Like if because I do believe that GoFundMe has like a system that it doesn't go directly to the person, it goes to GoFundMe. So if there's anything fraudulent about it, that it gets caught before someone gets to skate off with somebody's money or whatever. And I believe they learned this after that couple took advantage of people and made like a fake story about a homeless guy. So I think GoFundMe has taken different steps to make sure that things like that don't happen. But Princess No Drama, Ms.Fit, can you make more female clothing? I do have a nice catalog for females. If you haven't checked out, my website, you could do that. The easiest way I feel like you could get to all my stuff is Ms.Fit.com, and it'll show you music, clothes, all that good shit. I just put that together. I just figured it was easier for everybody to get to one place instead of different platforms. You know. and I don't see you at all. So what has been running on you guys' mind um for battle rap and for the thank you, princess. I appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love that y'all show me for real. It do mean a lot to me. You know what I mean? Like, fans and supporters are really the the soul of what we do, right? Because without fans and supporters, we wouldn't be doing what we do. A lot of us do this shit and like entertain and even enters the entertainment for that satisfaction that you might get from just bringing somebody joy, right, in some shape or form. Because I think like the best sound you hear during a battle is the cheers, right? And to have that kind of impact on people, it means something. You know what I'm saying? Like to make somebody just lose their mind, like off a line. Like that feeling is no other feeling like it, to me at least. And I feel like that brings a lot of us joy. So, you know, for everybody that supports, I really do appreciate it because this is what we do it for. You know what I mean? Obviously, we are we're trying to feed our families. You know what I mean, and maintain an income. But I feel like honestly, if we were doing it just solely for the money, this wouldn't be the industry to do it in, right? Because this industry is tough, right? You can make money or you can make $0. You know what I mean? And even sometimes for the same amount of work. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like you could put out your greatest shit and make nothing from it. You know what I mean? And the way the industry works nowadays, like music, to make money off streaming is almost impossible. Like you have to have a gazillion streams to make anything. So I really do think that the people that make music honestly do it for the love of the craft and do it for the love that they have for music and what music has done for them. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. You know what I mean? When I first started making music, it was literally off of nothing, right? Like listening to people like Wu Tang, Onyx. They were so hardcore rappers to me when I first heard them. I was just like, yo, like this music makes me want to fucking put my head through a wall right now. Like this shit is fire. Like what the fuck? This is OD. So I just wanted to create something that made people feel that same way. Like, oh shit, like that vibe, that feeling. And I think that's that's the same feeling that my group brought to people. Murder Ave. I feel like when we created mixtapes, we made people feel like that. Like, oh shit, this shit is fire. Like what? This shit is off the hook. We put together some nice projects, right? Some nice projects. And I was just talking to my guy Reezy, like we was way ahead of our time, man. Making music that people wasn't making before. And the feeling we get a hood when we released that music was different. Different. And we are reaching our 20-year anniversary of Murder Ave, right? And you gotta think about that. Like 20 years, Murder Ave, the group as a whole, making, you know, music. That's something. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking dope. So yeah, I've been doing this shit for a long time, and I feel like it's still the most accurate way to communicate with people, and to put your energy out into the world. You know what I mean? It is. So I want to keep creating, keep creating music, content, and keep entertaining the best way I know how. Connecting with you guys, you know what I mean? And keeping that line open. Even the podcasting. Pods is like, yo, Pods is a great way to connect with your fans directly. Like, we didn't have this back in the day. What? If I had something like this when I was young doing this, forget about it. Like, we was creating buzz with zero connection to the fans directly, just like this. So the only way fans could hear us perform and hear us do shit is to see us in person. You couldn't pull up to an Instagram and say what up. Like, what? Forget about it. So when people wanted to see Fit, they had to come to somewhere that they knew I was going to be at. I used to be at the Pyramid every Tuesday. So if they was like, yo, I want to see Fit, you got to pop up at the Pyramid. So I think, like I said, it's a gift and a curse too. Because now, because people are so accessible, people tend to value things less. So if somebody want to reach out, they might just send a DM and now will no longer pop up at those events. You feel me? So, you know, I see the two comfy. I get it. And some people blow up overnight and because of social media and things like that. And sometimes it's not genuine. Like, sometimes we do have people that are not talented blow up because of viral shit. Um, so, yeah, it's a gift and a curse. Sometimes it works in people's favor, and sometimes it works in the favor of the fool, right? In the favor of somebody who might not have no longevity in this shit. But hey, uh, it is what it is. Can't control life. You just gotta roll with the punches and, you know, roll with the punches. I don't think, I see you said music is a joke. I don't think music is a joke, but I do think it's less quality of it. Like, I'm still stuck in a time zone, legit. Like, I'm still stuck in, like, like the 2000s? Like, my Spotify and iTunes and shit like that has zero new music in it. It's a shame. I tried to listen to new shit. Nah, I try to listen to new shit and it's not that good, man. So I'm still stuck in this, like, time zone. And, like, who am I to say that? It's not good. I want to say it's not good. It's just not good for me. You know? Cause I see, youngins geeking off these, like, doing they little, grabbing their shorts and doing dances and shit, and it's cool. Like, I respect it, cause it's a new era, and you gotta roll with it. Some of the shit is dope. Some of the new artists be alright, but it's just not something that I'm listening to on a daily. That's all, and that's just a fact. Like, I can't really listen to this shit. Um, so I still listen to what people would think is old music. And they're sampling everything that I listen to. That's how you know a new era has arrived. And it's like, oh shit. That for me, that's sign of, like, getting older. And I'm like, hold up. You know, you are as young as you feel. You know, I don't feel like an old head. I'm definitely not an old head. Like I don't want to be. I don't want to be no old head. I was just watching Drink Champs Nori, and he was like, "There's a difference between an OG and an old head." And I don't even think I'm an OG yet. I'm just I'm a young OG, like Fad. Like I've seen some shit. You know, I've experienced some shit. I got some wisdom, but I'm still I'm still young and getting it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, they sampling everything that I listened to when I was younger. Reezy, I ain't no goddamn old head. Head Ice, he's an old head. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yes, Head Ice is an old head. Don't put me in the Head Ice category. Give me my time, Five. I got a lot of years in me, man. I still got the I still got the in me, you heard? I still finna knock a couple people out before I get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Um, for real. Yeah, I still got a lot of fight in me, man. Sure, for sure. Still got a lot of fight. A lot of good music that yet to be made. A lot of good music that yet to meet the ears of the fans and supporters and fam, and so got a lot to give. Got a lot to give. But I will say, man, I do think people be scared for me to reach out and touch them. For real. Like, people don't want me to clock in. Because when I clock in, people's clocks stop. You understand? Nasty. Nasty. Lord have mercy. But yo, man, um, I definitely want to check in with y'all. You know what I mean? You know, I feel like the battles that I was like, yo, this is gonna happen or this gotta happen. People somehow weasel their way out of it, and it be like that sometimes. You just gotta roll with it. Gotta roll with it. But I'm trying to figure out which career I want to end. You understand? Whose career should I reach out and just flatline that shit? Because when I come out, I don't come out to play. I come out to say, hey, this is a statement. I'm not to be played with. Stop fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't fuck with me. Yo, my mom's ran into my YouTube and she was watching my videos. And she be trying to give me advice. She be like, I think you should look at the camera more. Yeah, I don't like that you don't look directly at the camera. And I was dying because she must have watched these videos, right? Like, these videos are tough, right? Because when you're live, you're not only talking to the camera, you're operating this shit. That's what's tough about caffeine and live. Um, I like the videos better when it's just a video. All the editing is behind the scenes, because then I can have like direct eye contact with the camera. But my mom's just straight up and told me, you need to look at the damn camera more. I don't like that. So I'm being conscious of it now. So thanks, Mom Dukes. I'll try to keep my eyes less on the edit, more on the camera. So for better communication, we thank Mama Fit. Shout out to my mama. I love you. I love you, Mama. But today, man, as we remember our brother Pat, right? Somebody who's so influential to all of us. I just say, everybody just try to value the things you have, you know what I mean? The people around you. It's easier said than done because we're all human beings and we fuck up a whole lot. So if I'm just 1% better than I was yesterday, I'll fucking take it. I'll take it. So everybody be easy. You know, don't be too hard on yourselves. For sure. I agree, boss man. I do think a moment of silence for Pat on Summer Madness shouldn't even be a question. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be memorials. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of different ways that we could pay our respects. So just look out for those things. If I find out anything that if I find out anything, I'll definitely put it out there for you guys to know, and for you guys to support, and yeah. But again, love is love, man. I love all of y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. I know it was Sunday. And I knew I had to come on here, and it was like, God, like I don't want to. It's just so weird. I don't. It's hard to come up here and feel, right? So, I just hope y'all all stay up. I hope y'all all, take care of each other. Have a good night, But again, we live every Tuesday and Sunday. We'll be in better spirits, hopefully, next week. But forever we will remember Pat and what he did for the culture. Forever we will make sure that his name in battle rap lives on, and future battle rappers know of the work that he's done. Because if you know battle rap and then you're gonna enter battle rap, you then have to know the history, and he has made more than an impact on battle rap for us to give him that. So I appreciate you all for coming on here. Love is love, man. I really do appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to my my website so y'all can keep track of what's going on, what's new and exciting. It's Ms.Fit.com. You know the vibes. Bow. You ready? Hey yo, what's good? Ms.Fit, Murder F Gang. This is my dumb advice. Bow.